Hey, Tom Rabbit! I hope you got this for your recording. Hey, YouTube out there. Tom Rabbit likes to record these. Hey, Tom Rabbit!
For instance, Martin Luther King, as we now know, Martin Luther King was like a very, very socialist kind of. He was very left-leaning, kind of communist type. Well, the issue is that history books do not at all reflect that. They instead reflect the idea that he was more like pro-capitalist, when that's just bullshit, and we kind of all know that.
That's an excellent example.
Yeah. Well, that's
2027. 2027 is coming. Does everybody know what year that's going to be?
2027.
I'm going to guess
2027. I'm going to guess 2027 is what year it's going to be. It's going to be 2027.
No, it's going to be. That's the year that the Martin Luther King filing cabinets, plural, will no longer be sealed.
Isn't it also 2027?
2027. Okay, the King family knew that there was a wealth of damning information in the FBI files, so they sued, claiming that it was a part of his estate, which is ridiculous. But the judge presiding over the case didn't want it to be revealed, so he sealed it until 2027.
I think the premise behind that is a bit poorly framed. I would argue against that.
Listen to me.
Okay,
hold on a second. I'm responding to what he just said.
No, but you're overspeaking. Let him express his point.
No, he just said something. I don't have the foggiest idea of what he meant.
Darth, let him finish what he's saying.
I have to finish the. No. What I was going to say is I don't have enough data at this exact moment to contest that point, but I feel like the argument
you couldn't, because it's an absolute fact.
Okay, but I don't have enough data at this exact moment. But
it's a historical fact.
I feel like if I could actually take the time to research the topic, there is probably much more to it than you're leading on about.
No, sir. You know what? That was just a moronic response right there. What I just told you. Listen to me. I'm 60 years old. Okay. Yeah. Martin Luther King was assassinated when I was a little boy. I've been following this stuff long before you were even born. It is a historical fact that in the 1970s, may I finish, please? It is an absolute, undisputable historical fact.
Yeah, repeating it 6 times.
Okay, and look, I'll just kill my mic while you're over talking to me. I'd like to finish. You guys complain.
You guys are coming. Okay, so
yeah, I don't want to have to start server meeting people.
Okay?
I want to finish what. Okay,
Darth, don't come into my own room. If you want to take this to
I can server mute in any room I want. And the only way that you can avoid it is to ban me from the room.
You cannot do that, Darth. Darth, you're not able to moderate in someone's private room. This is a private room, Darth.
No, actually, I can.
Why y'all trying to?
No, I'm trying to finish.
No, it's a private room. It's a private room.
Can you let Darth finish what he's saying? Can you just speak one at a time? Just let him finish. All right, thank you. Be quiet.
Wait,
sit down, be quiet, let me finish.
Darth,
go on, Darth. It's your turn.
Darth left, you fucking moron.
Because he got server muted. Because it's my fucking room.
Oh, right.
Come on, bro.
That's Rich, right?
Can I speak now?
Hold on, Rich, this is your room?
That's correct, Fred.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. You did what Tom wouldn't do.
Friends with Rich Evans.
You did what Tom wouldn't do when he had a room, and you muted Darth.
Well, he came in here and he started. He sidelined the whole fucking conversation. He was talking over people, and then once he started to stand on his fucking soapbox and try and say how much bigger he was. Oh, I just got a message from him calling me a piece of shit. I don't give a fuck with Darth Dawkins. No, I'm talking.
May I interject?
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, you can think that.
Wait, why is it
we'll hash it
up?
out in the ape gang. How's that sound?
Why is it fucked? Hold on. Why in what world is it fucked up for him to mute someone when they come in his room demanding that they will mod? No. It's his room. He can do what he wants in his room. It's not wrong. It's his room.
He made a good point. The person who objected to it didn't even say anything. All he said was like, I just feel like you're wrong. He didn't add anything.
No, he didn't. He said he had not enough internet.
Wait, who's something for Darth?
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
And rather than listen to my response and my rebuttal to the idiocy of what he said about Martin Luther King, all right, another 18-year-old know-it-all fucktard, all right, Then when I tried to correct him that what I stated about the King FBI files was an absolute historical fact and was beyond any dispute whatsoever, then the trolls and the fucking hecklers come out of the woodwork in another atheist ghetto.
Yeah, it's common and down there. It's why we never go down.
Yeah,
there.
this is why you see I try to go in these other rooms. You see, this is why people are pissed that I have the power to mute people, and the only reason why I have this ability, all right, is for two reasons. One, because I draw a crowd, and number two, I requested it. Otherwise, I wouldn't participate on the server, right? And you see, this is what these fucktards. That's all they're left with doing is heckling and trolling. They are just like the Jacobins in the French Revolution. You disagree with them, they cut your head off. They heckle, they mock, they ridicule, they interrupt, right? This is why I have nothing but contempt for atheists on the internet, okay? Relatively few of them are civil, nor do they exercise intelligence. See, people complain about how I behave myself, but you don't hear people pointing out of the notorious and chronic bad behavior that people shove my way. Okay?
Darth, what happened?
No, I just went into another new atheist ghetto, and they acted like complete assholes, and I objected, demanding that I should be able to finish without being overspoken, trying to make my point, and they muted me rather than mute the hecklers. See, this is what assholes they are.
Oh, that seems unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't know. No, basically, you know, these ones on here are worse than the people on the stage. I don't know. I thought you were on the stage earlier, Darth. I don't know how that went. But
this is so symptomatic. This is so symptomatic of young males. It isn't funny, because you'll find out that when you have, generally speaking, there are exceptions, males who are older like myself, there's a tendency to conduct themselves more with decorum and respect, things like that. When we're dealing with these brains full of shit, you know, these 17, 18, 19-year-olds, they just behave like animals, you know, because they don't get their head handed to them. By the way, did you get that, Tom Rabbit?